Hello everyone, and welcome to my hangar. This is Sergeant Donut. Currently in the Star Citizen Alpha 2.1 PTU. Just wanted to show you the latest Aegis ship to join the hangar. I absolutely love it, the Aegis Sabre. You might be asking, why am I looking at a Aegis Gladius if we're talking about the Sabre? Well, first of all, I just wanted to say I love the Gladius. And because I love the Gladius, I'm sure I'm going to love the Sabre too. But with the Gladius, I just don't think that it's in its stock configuration is all that great. I mean, really, to be a large competitor in the universe, you definitely need to upgrade those side-mounted or those wing-mounted weapons. The missile loadout's pretty good. And that ballistic Gatling gun in the front has never really been my favorite. All in all, it's a great ship. It's fast, it's nimble, very maneuverable. I mean, you can't complain about it. But when you have a much newer ship entering the fray, the Aegis Sabre, the argument changes a bit. This ship, from the word go, is going to be powerful enough to go head to head with any other fighter out there. Not to even mention how gorgeous it is. It is amazing to look at. It follows the aesthetic of the newer Aegis ships, which I love. It just goes well together with the other ships. You see up there in the background I have a Vanguard, and on the other side of the hangar that you can't see I have a Retaliator. I do love Aegis ships, minus the ugly duckling in my opinion. Don't get mad at me saying that, but I do not like the Avenger. I mean, it's a cool ship, it does well, it's very useful, but it's just not aesthetically pleasing to me. That's all. But this ship is a different story. Alright, now let's talk about this ship for a minute. What is it? Why do you need it? Or why do you not need it? Yeah, I don't know, that's your decision to make, but it has a massive amount of firepower. Forward-facing firepower has up to 4 size 3 weapons, and 2 missile racks with 3 missiles each, size 2 missiles. It's going to pack a punch. It's going to be very fast. It's going to be very nimble. And it is going to be pretty tough to kill in a fight also. Now it's currently got 4 to be determined size shield generators on it. And I think that's important for more than one reason. Obviously, it goes with the redundant systems that you're seeing in newer Aegis ships, like the Retaliator, and more so in the Vanguard. I'm sure that these are going to be size 1 shield generators. 4 size 1 shield generators makes sense. Maybe they have a lower emission than 1 size 4 power plant. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case, but this is supposed to be a stealth ship, so I would imagine that might have something to do with it. Also, as far as stealth goes, it's got 3 power plants. I'm sure they're going to be size 1. It's not listed on the website yet, but they probably will be size 1, and maybe something along the same lines. Obviously redundancy and possible lower emissions. So I don't know, we'll have to see. Below here, talking about stealth, let's go into prone and get under here. You'll see that it has retractable missile bay doors here. So the missiles are concealed within until ready to fire, which is going to reduce your cross section on the radar. People aren't going to be able to, see it as much until it's coming for you. Again, two racks in there that each hold 3 size 2 missiles. Pretty good. 6 size 2 missiles, I can't complain about that. 6 Tempest is going to be pretty good in the firefight. That's how I'd load it out anyway. Alright, so let's go ahead and hop in the cockpit here. we'll talk about the way it looks. It's going to be really functional. There's lots of screens there. I think it looks amazing. It looks like an Aegis ship now. There's a little bit of Retaliator in this. There's a little bit of Warden in this. Or I'm sorry, Vanguard in this. I say Warden because that's the one I have. It just looks nice. I can't look around the cockpit for some reason. I try to look, hit free look. It's not working. I'm sure they'll fix it. It's only hangar ready. But yeah, customizable displays there, and borrowing aspects of other current Aegis ships. Looks great. All right. Talk a little bit more about functionality of the ship here. We say that it's going to be a stealth ship. Well, not we. CIG has said that it's going to be a stealth ship. You think about wings on a spacecraft, it's kind of silly almost, but in this ship it makes sense. I mean, other than in atmospheric flight, it has what look to be functioning flaps on the wings to help with maneuvering in atmosphere. But on top of that, there is a bit of real science here as far as the stealth aspect goes. If you look at the wings, they provide several more parallel geometries to the ship that weren't there if the wings are folded. Now, this is important because in real stealth technology that they use on real aircraft, fighters and whatnot, they use these parallel geometries to offset radar waves. I'm not exactly sure how all the science works, but it does because they use it. Or rather, it does, so they use it. And in this case, with the wings deployed, you have several more parallel geometries across the ship that wouldn't be there if they're deployed. So, I don't know if that was in their design plan, but from a realistic aspect or point of view here, that's definitely possible. Other than that, I don't care if they do anything or nothing. They look awesome. I mean, there's no arguing that. It looks great. I mean, I guess you could argue it, but I'm going to disagree with you every time. Originally, they had said that these weapons on the wings might collapse into the wings to enhance the stealth capabilities of the ship when you're not in weapons mode. I don't really see this happening all that much. I mean, maybe the receiver could fall back into that hole there, but at the current design, the way it sits right now, these, it can handle size 3 weapons. So they're not going to fit. Not all the way anyway. You might have part of the barrel sticking out or something. But you've got the wing mechanics back here that, and components that still have to be in that wing housing, and the collapsible or retractable landing gear there. I just don't see it as being all that viable in its current design. I'm not saying this is the final design, obviously. It's still early. It's the first hangar design. But if they don't fix that, if they don't change it, I don't care. I think it's still fine. It might increase the cross-section a bit, but I'm sure there are other technologies in play that are going to help with stealth capabilities quite a bit. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed by the ship. I think it looks great, especially in this paint scheme. Oh man, that's amazing. Just my opinion. But yeah, cannot wait to fly this thing in the verse. I'm sure it will definitely live up to its space superiority name. But yeah, that's about it for this ship that I've got. If you've got any questions, comments, any arguments or corrections that you've got to make, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. If you liked my video, go ahead and let me know. If you didn't like it, let me know. But go ahead and hit with the like, subscribe if you did. I'm going to start doing more regular videos now. And give me any ideas you have for future videos. But, yep, that is it for this video. and I'll have another one very shortly. Alright, I will see you in the verse.